So the Chicago Bears coaching staff, the leadership of what was the last year a 3-14 team, handled the preseason like they were Super Bowl champions, and in week 1 it showed as they were unprepared for the longest rivalry in NFL history, which is the Packers versus Bears, and they got whooped. Let's talk about it. Now, the bad decision making by offensive coordinator Luke Getsy started in the first drive of the game, where on 3rd and short and then 4th and short, he decided to run 2 consecutive sneak plays, one with the tight end and the other with the quarterback. Now, keep in mind the Bears have 3 capable running backs on their team, 2 of which are power backs in Deontay Foreman and Roschon Johnson, which they decided to unleash on the Packers in the 4th quarter when the game was out of reach. Now, from the start of the game, the tempo of the offense was dysfunctional. There was no rhythm to it. And you could see that the Bears needed more time of live reps against live competition. Both the offensive and the interior defensive lines got whooped all game, and that comes from seemingly not getting enough time together in preseason blocking against real competition. Practice is great, but practice does not always get you ready for the first game of the season. The Bears' offensive and defensive lines and the rest of the team really looked out of condition, especially in the second half when they needed to stage a comeback. There was too many penalties, too many sloppy plays, there was drops. Chase Claypool. All in all, the offense looked like they were still in preseason and not ready to start the regular season against your number 1 division rival. The lack of preparedness they had for key 3rd downs on offense and defense, I 100% laid that at the feet of the coaching staff. The coaching staff weren't getting plays in fast enough, didn't seem to really have a game plan, and I understand the penalties did put the offense in bad situations, but at the same time, if the team had enough reps and enough plays to handle those bad situations, which every team should, the game would have been a lot different. And that brings me to DJ Moore. DJ Moore, a number 1 wide receiver who the Bears are paying $20 million, getting 2 targets, which he caught both, for 25 yards. Yes, the Packers were shading DJ Moore. You expect them to do that to your number 1 receiver. Luke Getsy did not come up with a game plan to get the ball in the hands of your number 1 receiver. Complete failure. The Bears' offseason was built around getting Justin Fields weapons. I did not see any of those new weapons deployed. I didn't see any Robert Tonyan, very little. Mercedes Lewis could have helped with the pass blocking issues that they had. Instead, they were using Cole Kmet, who they just paid, who should be a pass catching weapon, especially in the red zone. No Deontay Foreman in the red zone. Roschon Johnson in the red zone too late. Just a terrible, terrible job by Luke Getsy in calling and forming a game plan for this game. Now, Justin Fields did have a pretty good game, but didn't have a great game. One thing I see too much from Fields still is him hunting for big plays instead of taking what the defense gives him quickly. This is something they have to work on, but all in all, this loss does not sit at the feet of Justin Fields, even though he did apologize for the loss. And now we get to the head coach, defensive-minded Matt Eberflus. And again, here we go. The defense looked lazy, unprepared, and gassed late in the game. Now, if this was last year's group where they didn't have talent, I would understand it. But this year, the talent did show you their playmaking ability, as Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards were all over the field. Even Tyreek Stevenson had a pretty good game in coverage, the rookie. There was pressure in the passing game from Yannick Ngakoue. But overall, the lack of imagination on defense on 3rd down, 3rd and long, 2nd and long, 4th down. There was no pressure, no schemed up blitzes to make Jordan Love, a young, unproven quarterback, think and make mistakes. Just a F- for the defense. I'm sorry. Matt Eberflus, Alan Williams, you have to do better in 3rd and 4th down situations to make something happen on defense. You cannot sit in a shell and just hope somebody makes a play. You have the personnel to play tough man defense, put pressure on the offense, send some blitzes, do something to change the trajectory of the game and get the defense off the field in those situations, especially against a young, unproven quarterback. Because Patrick Mahomes in week 3 is going to carve that BS up that you guys came out there with, even with his receivers having Crisco oil on their hands. So if you're a Bears fan or if you're any kind of football fan, Packers fans are welcome too. I know you guys love to just talk but you can because your team did dominate the Bears this past week. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Should the Bears coaching staff be on the hot seat already after that performance? Leave your comment below, hit that like button, and share the video because that's the only way we gonna grow. And as always, subscribe.